Oh, look at that. And I guess that they're grabbing many, let's just say, new people to ship Corvette. He pulls this off and he goes, hey, you guys get any convertibles in yet? And I go, you're sitting in one. Oh, really? Yeah. He looks inside. Oh, yeah, I guess it is. Russell, that's your car there. Steve, that's your car there. Congratulations, gentlemen. Both convertibles we got are silver. And we've told you why, and I think my reasoning is justified, because the Blade Silver is being canceled. We've seen an abundance of silver and Long Beach red cars here of recent. I know those of you waiting with Elkhart Lake Blue and others are not happy that you're still waiting. Worth the wait though, boys. Hang in there, man. And you really can't tell too much from the back, so that is a convertible there. Here's a coupe here. So just quickly, yeah, difficult to tell. But on the coupes it looks like, well, that convertible, for some reason, they put the extra blocks on, like they did on this coupe here, but this convertible only has one block. Nothing extra in here. Well, that's a Z51, non-Z51, so that could be some of the variants there, for whatever conclusions I'm trying to draw. Just sharing observations, gentlemen, just sharing observations. Have you got any convertibles yet? I was waiting for him to say, hey, have you got any of those hard-to-get C8 Corvettes? Yeah, dude, you're sitting in one. Hey everybody, welcome to Tech Tuesday. Appreciate you taking the time to stop by, and I appreciate Chuck taking the time to answer some of the questions that you guys send in, whether it's fixing your Corvette or knowing how to operate something on your Corvette. Thank you so much. We do as many as we can each and every Tuesday. And real quick, you're probably not aware of this, but before we start, I do want to not over-apologize like I did last night. I guess I was more shocked that I was asked from the Corvette Museum to take a video down. I'm like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? All the stuff that we try to promote, the lifestyle and those guys and the great things they do. So I was having a tough time being told, no, you can't do this. That's just my nature. But I understand they have different goals, and I respect that. So everything seems to be different this year. So moving forward, we will honor their wishes. So sorry for all that confusion last night. Everything is changing right before our very eyes. Yeah. All right, we've got some good questions today. If you don't mind, I'm going to start with the first one.
Rock and roll.
People definitely watching and listening to what you're saying. This one comes from Ken in Florida. It says, hey, Rick and Chuck, I've got a 1990 Corvette automatic. I have followed the steps to reset the oil change warning light. It won't reset. Besides sending it to the car crusher. You got people heckling their own cars. What is wrong with you, man? What can this problem be, and what are the possible fixes? The car was given to me, and he goes on how he got it, etc., etc. He's put $1,500 in the car. It wasn't running. It's now running. He goes, I have to save this vet, Rick. It deserves a better life than just sitting in a yard rotting away. Besides, it was free. So thank you for your help. How can he reset that oil change warning light on the C4 Corvette?
Key on, engine off. I'd have to look it up to be sure.
We obviously didn't proofread these.
Yeah, obviously.
I apologize. I mean, it's been a while since, and I forget too when you go into the all those little things over there.
I think you hold the trip meter for 5 to 10 seconds and then hit the gauge meter.
So he said he's following all that stuff right there and it won't reset. So he's basically done all the stuff in the info center. It's not resetting. So there could be something else going on in there as far as communication, stuff like that. So we don't really have a clear answer for you other than the fact that I did enjoy the email and did enjoy that you're trying to save this 1990 Corvette. So sorry, Ken, we couldn't really directly answer it, but there could be some more internal problems going on with that as far as just communication.
Yeah, if it's been sitting for a while, it might had some friends inside that wasn't very good to the wiring.
Some friends. All right, what do you got there, buddy?
All right, I've got one from Bob. It says, I have a tech question for Chuck. When the dash lights are on my C5 or on, I notice that only half the dash illuminates. I assume I need to replace the bulbs behind the dash. Is there an easy way to replace the bulbs, or do I need to rip out the entire dash module? Well, you don't have to take out the entire dash assembly, but yes, you will have to take the instrument cluster out. That's the only way to get behind it. So,
All right. Well, that's good. You don't have to take out the whole dash.
no.
Right, I got one here from Steve, and he must be a victim, close anyways, to the fires going out there in the West Coast. Be safe out there, buddy. I'll put a picture up on the screen, but here's what that looks like, Chuck. That's what you can see, all the smoke and all the fallout. And Steve in Oregon says, Rick, besides changing the oil filter, the engine air filter, cabin air filter, is there any other areas of concern that should be addressed in an event like this? He's trying to get the car cleaned up and detailed, ready to go. I mean, he's went through the door sills, and he goes, you'd be surprised at how this ash gets everywhere. Anything else you think you should do to make sure this car is cleaned and ready to go, or has he got it all?
He's pretty much got it all, yeah. I mean, all you can do is change the entire filtration system, passenger compartment, air filter, everything he listed.
Okay, fantastic. All right, so be safe out there, Steve. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Thanks for sending this in.
All right, this one comes from Mike. He says, I have a 2019 Stingray convertible manual transmission that I've owned since new for exactly 2 years. Now it just hit 4,000 miles, so it's a garage queen. All right, my question deals with the passenger side shoulder belt. Since new, once the seat belt is latched, the shoulder belt is tight and the position will not let the passenger lean forward, left or right, as they are held in that one position no matter how you try to fool with it. The belt is frozen until you stop and release it. Suddenly, it released. I don't really know what I did to get it released, as I did the same things over and over again. Just more cussing as I went along, and for some reason it decided to help me out and release back to normal. But after it released, we were still back to the same original issue of locking the passenger into place and not letting them move once in the cabinet. Any ideas, tricks, be appreciated. Combination sequence of cuss words. It sounds to me like you might have the seatbelt retractor assembly messing up in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what cuss words you could use?
None I'm allowed to use on camera.
Right. But I know you know the ones to use.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard those before. This one comes from Jeff Smith. He says, Rick, they announced in 2021 for the Corvette it'll come with Apple CarPlay wirelessly. Is there an update for the 20 Corvettes? They haven't announced that yet. I'm not sure if they're going to do that. I would really hope this over-the-air updates would include something as such. I know that Greg in California and a couple other you guys told me about that. I forget the name of it. I'm sorry. There's a device that you plug into your USB port, and it performs wireless Apple CarPlay, and it seems to be working. So stay tuned as they transition to 21. We'll see if some of those updates are available for 2020, and we'll swing back on a Tuesday and let you guys know.
All right. This next one comes from Steve. He says, adding a catch can to capture oil and other impurities through the PCV system.
I didn't think you were going to answer this one.
Yeah. Is a common modification for Corvettes and other direct fuel injection engines. I understand that adding a catch can or may void the factory warranty. Since my 5-year powertrain warranty just expired on my 2015, I've added the Elite engineering catch can to my Corvette. Why does GM have a problem with folks adding catch cans, especially since they're designed to capture impurities instead of sending all that junk through the intake system? It seems like a catch can is a great prevention option for Corvette owners. What's your take on these, and why in the world would they void a warranty?
That's from Steve St. Louis.
Yes.
All right, Captain.
Well, I mean, General Motors is designing and building these vehicles. They run the tolerances very tight. Granted, adding something like this may or may not affect it, but it could. So in that respect, if you do anything aftermarket to your Corvette, not just Corvettes, any vehicle, while it's still under warranty, it can void your factory warranty. So I don't recommend it.
Yeah, if it's not coming from the factory, then you're right into that clause. So if they didn't design it as such, then like Chuck said, even though it can work and will do a good job and you make some valid points, it's not coming from the factory as such. So be forewarned.
Yes.
And have your credit card handy, quite possibly.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of guys jump into these cars right away and start tuning them. I mean, like we've talked about before, when you buy a new car, there's an extra form you have to sign now that states if you start adding stuff to the car afterwards that's not from Chevrolet, could void your warranty. They really want to make sure that you guys know that this is the real deal. So just making sure you're aware of the warranty implications that you could cause. Here's one from Steve in Davie, Florida. This is Rick. I've been watching the vlogs, found them very informative. Thank you. Please continue this information for your customers. I have a couple of small C8 questions on the FE2 mag ride suspension for 21 without Z51. Do you get the all-season tires or the summer performance tires? Once you're not doing Z51, regardless of what suspension you pick, you are going to get the all-season tires with or without the new FE2 for 2021. And then he says, on the personalized plaque, can you get something other than your name put on that? Yeah, we've said before, if you want to put on there, and it goes right here behind us, I love tacos, or whatever you want to put there. We had one of our customers put, thanks, Zora. You can put anything on there that you want, limited within the character space. Absolutely. So thanks for watching. Thanks for the question.
All right, this one comes from Ricky from Georgia, looks like. He says, I really enjoy the Corvette vlogs. I find them to be very informative and entertaining. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have an issue with the horn on my 2013 Corvette 427. The horn will sound off if the car has been in the garage for a while. And then, after starting the car and taking it out of the garage, the horn will not sound at all. What could be going on with that? Not really sure. Are you saying once you take it out of the garage, the horn don't work at all? Or is it just, I mean, if you're leaving the car set in the garage with a key fob close, it could be looking for the key fob. I know when you get out and shut the door and the key fob's still in it, it beeps 3 times to alert you, hey, the key fob's still in here, don't forget me.
Right.
So I'm not exactly sure what's going on in this situation. Probably need a little more info to properly answer that question.
And I'll tell you one thing I think's going on with that right now. C6s were notorious for that, and I would remember on the lot before we launched C7, you changed 80-some batteries.
Yes, I did.
I'm telling you, it's got to be a battery. You could have an interruption of the security system in there, and that's why the horn's going off. If you've got a dead cell in the battery, things like that. Before you do anything, check the battery for a dead cell, get a proper battery test on it, and probably just get a new battery in it, and I think you'll find that problem to go away.
Very well could.
Last one here comes from Ivan. He says, greeting from St. Petersburg, Florida. Quick question. What do you guys do with the in-transit car covers? I'm just curious. You and Chuck keep up the great work. In fact, I asked Chuck this in the service department just the other day. Wait a minute. Here's something. Hang on. You stay right there.
You guys hear this?
It's September. Yeah, he's got Christmas music going.
That's right, Danny.
Oh, man. It's nice to see you cheerful for a change.
Christmas music on.
Yeah, crabby old.
Saturday.
Yeah,
We're
right.
here by ourselves.
Right. Somebody had asked on the channel, they said, when you get these C8 Corvettes in and you get these in-transit covers, what do you do with the in-transit covers after Chuck takes them off? Chuck, so what do you do with the in-transit covers when you take them off?
Throw them away.
Right.
Get them back on the car.
Exactly. They sit in this pile right here, and then the dumpsters around the corner over there, and they get thrown away.
Yeah. Throw it away.
Absolutely. Ooh, look at this one right here, boys and girls. All right, and we got one more.
All right, this one comes from Jim. It says, hi Rick, can you please explain the C8 headliner look, what it looks like on the 3LT convertible in your Tech Tuesday, i.e. does it have stitch pattern like the regular hardtops?
Actually, we're sitting in a 3LT, thanks to Steve in Illinois. Hi, Steve. We're sitting in your car, and this is a 3LT, and it has the Alcantara suede up top, but it does not have the stitched pattern. Good question, as the coupes do. So here's a couple of pictures of what the headliner looks like inside a 2020 C8 convertible 3LT. All right, you guys, that's our show this week. It's great to have the opportunity to be here with you as we close every Tuesday. And again, keep those questions coming in. We'll do as many as we can. I apologize we didn't get to them all, but it's great to share what we were able to, and hopefully it's beneficial to you and others within the Corvette community. But as we close every Tuesday, we show you some great looking cars that we call your beautiful rides, and we start off today with one that spans over the course of 100 years. You're going to see a 1920 car and a 2020 car. Thanks for watching. See you guys maybe tomorrow. I'm out of town tomorrow. If not, we'll be back on Thursday with the delivery of our very first convertible.
I was too young, and I didn't understand that you were no one, and I can't wait to see you hindsight is fleeting, oh, and your heart's bleeding, and all you can see is red, till you discover it is within each other to forgive and make amends. If I had known then, or what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead, 'cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you were no one, and I can't wait to see you again. Oh, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait, 'cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you